to Uncle M.Y. I first met you and your guitar riffs through my friend Jordan, and I was immediately hooked, filled up with adrenaline, making me want to drive at 100 miles per hour while headbanging like a maniac and stomping my feet till I couldn't feel them anymore. Your tunes were the soundtrack to my middle school and high school chapters in life, and for that I thank you. So I believe it is fitting that I should pay tribute, even if it's through this short poem. And even though it will never be as rock and roll as you, I hope it can be enough to at least educate or at least pique curiosity to those minds who have yet to dance to the rhythm your family made for over 40 years. So here's a little eulogy and rock and roll lesson in your honor. You were born January 6, 1953, and when you became a young adult, you decided to form a little rock and roll band with Bon Scott and your energetic little brother Angus. And when you came in the game, when rock and roll was still the music of the youth and hard rock was still finding its legs, you came in full throttle, filled with high voltage. And while only your peers in Australia heard you, you managed to make enough noise to shake the world, demonstrating on your second album that it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. So you gotta blow like TNT if you truly want to make it. You did dirty deeds done dirt cheap because it ain't no fun waiting around to be a millionaire. So you declared yourself a problem child, shouting to the skies, there's gonna be some rocking. Eventually showing your big balls and going on a rock and roll jailbreak, which opened the doors to many who were afraid to grab a guitar and rock their asses off. Declaring to the skies, let there be rock. And that if being a rock and roller was sending your soul to hell, well, hell wasn't a bad place to be, because it was a rock and roll damnation. So you riff-raffed yourself into Sin City and showed the world that the girls got rhythm, all while giving everybody blood if they wanted it, even if you were to be shot down in flames. When Bon died, Brian joined the gang, and you came in back giving us a shoot to thrill and proved everyone that rock and roll ain't no pollution, instantly becoming the legends you were destined to be, and saluting those who like you were about to rock while also injecting the masses with the rock and roll venom, proving that you were the flick of the switch to many rock and rollers out there of all ages. Oh, how I wish to be a fly on the wall when all of this was happening. But all I can do is get inspired and blow up minds like you did with the video, acting like a heat seeker looking for his own way to rock and roll, while I got the crowd by the balls as I spit these bars, like you did when you and the gang fired your guns. And yes, uncle, I am hard as a rock, and while I don't drink whiskey on the rocks, I can be a boogeyman to many, cause I'm a ball-breaking rock and roller with a stiff upper lip who will continue to say you can't stop rock and roll. Because there will always be a rock and roll train filled with war machines chasing their rock and roll dreams, rocking all the way while drinking black ice. Because for them it is either rock or bust. Because they will always have some rock and roll thunder to rock the blues away or to rock the house. So Uncle Malcolm, I know that after suffering from dementia for some time, you had to retire from the profession that made you famous. And on November 18, 2017, you passed away. And even though you were riding the highway to hell your entire life, I believe that like many others, you're on the stairway to heaven, because your contributions to the culture are endless, and very few can do that. So for that, and so much more, I'd like to thank you. So keep on rocking.